you guys and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Talks That Matter. And today I am here with my co-presenter. She is...
I'm Ecstasy. Welcome to Big Bunny TV.
Yeah, and today promises to be exciting. We'll have a nice topic that we'll be discussing today. And I believe me, you guys are going to enjoy this, no doubt. But before we give you guys what we came in, let's go for this musical break. Then when we come back, we'll give it to you guys as hot as it is.
I pull up her mother's eyes, she be trophy daughter. Mommy raised her, daddy never dropped a dollar. Daddy ran away, didn't wanna have a child. Mommy wasn't ready, still remember how she cried. But time flies, all I want is in the past life. Shalati my show, but body to the large size. She just collect law degree for Unilag. First class in the back, make her mommy to the brag. She went to be an intern for her uncle. Just a little hustle before she go to law school. My daughter, the Lord will be your muscle. Omo Jesu, mommy knows she loved the gospel. But Uncle Peter Agbaya, I like Nitiju. One late night became wild in the sitting room. Uncle, please stop, shh, be silent. Uncle didn't stop till he broke the hymen. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a Lua BT bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I done lost my way. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a Lua BT bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I done lost my way. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. Yeah, she don't they look for that thing she did resist before. She never had a daddy figure, so she need the love. Uncle Peter don't create the beast, he can't tame the stuff. She like make you rough, she can't have enough. She met some ladies where go like rub shoulder on some quick business with a high turnover. Say if you ride stick, you go ride Range Rover. Aristo PLC, share you want be stakeholder. Now the sugar daddy loving every day, she don't they get the pay. If you get the dollar, spend the cake, no they negotiate. She's in deep, her whole life don't deteriorate. Many bellas she don't get, she don't terminate. Queen runs get, she don't get any competition. Go me no senator, she's giving every politician. Somebody tell say the consequences, no they likely. Until she tested positive to HIV. I know sometimes it go be like say you know fi bear the shame. Like he better make you just end down. Put out the flame. Speak up. No be you get the blame. Speak up. I could help with the pain. She promised not to disappoint, I guess she broke her vow. She let herself go, she let mommy down. But she go fight to defeat that depression. As long as she's alive, she can still find redemption. She's getting people sensitized about the virus. She's now hoping that her story might inspire us. Don't be like me, help me tell the young ones. Don't come to realize it after you're long gone. Please, don't be a fool now, don't go astray. Don't be a victim of your circumstance. I'm a Lua, my boss, I didn't know when I lost my way. Please, don't be a fool, don't go astray. Don't be a victim of your circumstance. I'm a Lua, my boss, please, I didn't know when I lost my way. I'm a child of the world. I just became a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. Child of the world. I just became a child of the world, child of the world. I don't become a child of the world.
Welcome back, people. It's still Big Bunny TV, and it's talks that matter.
Oh
And
yeah.
on talks that matter, we talk about crucial issues that is disturbing our society, our relationship, our family, marriages, and so many more. So today we're going to be discussing domestic violence.
When to walk away.
What is domestic violence? What are the types of domestic violence? When should you walk away? Who are the people that have been faced with domestic violence?
Yeah.
And how do you get help when you're being faced with domestic violence?
Oh yes.
All this we're going to be giving to you right now on Talks That Matters.
Oh yes. So you have heard that talk about what we want to talk about today. Let's talk about domestic violence. Domestic violence. So many people have been faced with domestic violence, and sometimes domestic violence is being overlooked in our society most times. But it's actually something that we need to look into. Domestic violence. When people hear domestic violence, people be like, "What is even domestic violence?" My brother, domestic violence comes in different ways, and you look at it and be like, "Okay, so now this thing with the domestic violence." Please, when you see somebody that abuses you, that is not right. It's an act of domestic violence. You are in a family, you get to see your dad every time beating your mom, shouting at her, using abusive words, aggressive words. That's domestic violence.
Yeah.
But sometimes we look at it and be like, okay, it's nothing. It's normal.
Yes.
No, it's not normal. Domestic violence affects the kid, it affects the children in the house, it affects youth, it affects citizens, it affects people around you. But the problem now is this domestic violence affecting us as individuals. Sometimes we don't do anything about it. Okay, come to think about it. When we hear domestic violence, what comes to your mind? You be like, okay, domestic violence is a man beating his wife. But sometimes we don't know that domestic violence, even this men, is way more than that. Even we, the men, we face this domestic violence. And sometimes we'll be like, this domestic, how I won't go tell person to say my wife they beat me. What people will say, it's actually, some men will be like, how will I go outside and tell people that my wife is beating me? Because it annoys me. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, what I think is, when we talk about domestic violence, it is about you, an individual, trying to be supreme over the exact opposite person. Like when you're trying to make a dominion over the other person, probably you're trying to abuse the person physically. That's why I would say we have different types of domestic violence. We have physical abuse, we have spiritual abuse, we have emotional abuse, we have social abuse. So all this abuse are what are under domestic violence. If you are being abused emotionally, this is an aspect whereby it happens mostly in the relationships and marriages, whereby the opposite sex keep nagging over whatever you do, keeps yelling at you, keeps saying things that will hurt you emotionally.
Abusive words
Do you understand?
And all that,
So that alone will make you lose your ground, will make you lose focus. You won't have to, you will start losing your ground in everything you do. You will lose focus in whatever you're trying to achieve. You will feel odd, and you will just lose everything. You're like, okay, this is you lose your focus, you lose your vision, because you are emotionally being abused. So when you are being emotionally abused, you have to speak out for yourself. You have physical abuse. This is when you're being beaten. That one is that's
like one of the most rampant abuse that we get. For example, you are a kid, and you lost your parents, and you're sent to stay with somebody, and the person beats you and keep beating you, abuse you, do this, do that. Like heavy duty sometimes are actually domestic violence. But before we go into this topic in total, let's go for this musical break. Then when we come back, we'll be giving you guys more lights, shedding more lights on this topic, domestic violence.
Whether it's smoke, there is a fire burning my heart. Oh, if they only know you're my desire, the world would put an end to us. I'll ride in the night on the back of your bike with my hands to the sky. So fast we could fly, let's leave it behind. So alive, I ain't scared anymore. try to deny us. They've never felt this type of love. I'll ride in the night on the back of your bike with my hands to the sky. So fast we could fly, let's leave it behind. So alive, I ain't scared anymore. Hand in hand we run, hiding from the sun, under your starlight. Till the break of day, my body should stay under your starlight. Under starlight, let's ride fast life tonight. Under starlight.
We're still on talks that matter. It is domestic violence.
When
that
to
we're
walk
talking about.
away.
When to walk away when you're being physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially abused. All these are all what? All forms of domestic violence. Talking about physical abuse.
Oh yeah.
When you're in a relationship and probably your partner gets to start beating you over something that is not even worth it. Okay, what is even worth it? You can't say something is worth it for you to beat your partner.
Okay, let's put this like
Okay.
this. Let's put it like this. I think when a partner starts beating his partner, I think there's always something that ignites that to come to play. And I want to tell the ladies, please, this domestic violence what they talk. Let me come down to this. This domestic violence what they talk. It starts by the most little thing, pinching. You say a small thing, he has pinched you.
Pinched me.
You have said a small
Right?
thing, he has
Okay,
turned
fine.
your hand to the back, he has pushed you to the bed,
To the
and
bed.
you feel
He's choking you.
He's
While when guys
choking
are
you.
talking,
You
he's
get
choking you,
all
gives
those-
you a slap,
you
and he
get
comes back begging
you, and you'll be like, okay,
Yes,
fine.
forgive
And
me.
there's actually this joke that was actually trending years back that they said a woman was actually being beaten by her husband every time. Then the family of the wife will come and be like, want to like talk to the husband, and the wife will be like, go to the back and be like, say, you guys should leave him. Or if you guys talk to him now, is anytime he beats me that he gives me something nice to eat.
Ah.
Do you get? We
That's so
feel,
real.
yeah, we feel it's a joke, but it's not a joke.
not a joke.
Come to this current times. You see a guy abuse a girl, talking about physical
Physical
abuse. Right now.
abuse. And do you know what again? I heard a news. This was even rampant. Like
Okay.
the man actually beat the woman to stupor.
Okay.
Like his wife. This is
Alright.
his wife, like married with kids, beat her to stupor. Do you know what the woman did?
No.
The man said, I've warned this woman not to, anytime I'm talking to her, not to slam the door at me. Like,
Okay.
so just to slam the door at you and you're beating her to
And she collected the beating of her
as
life.
in beating, like she was like this, flowing in blood. People were just raining abuses on the man and like, you're useless man, this, that one. But all I'm trying to say that the man did not even feel remorseful for what
Okay.
he did.
Okay, and,
Do you understand?
and I say this a lot. Our ladies are not even helping matters sometimes. Imagine a guy kicking your ass up, beating you in public, embarrassing you in public, and he goes to the mall, gets gifts
you
for you,
gifts,
comes
takes
back
you out.
and beg you,
Man.
and you feel like that guy has forgiven you. Please,
Like, he
ladies,
loves you.
Like, he loves
And you know
you.
the funniest thing, they'll be like, oh, he loves me.
He bought me
He came
gift.
begging. He loves
You get,
me.
he bought
no
me stuff.
way.
And sometimes, please, girls, you guys are not helping matters towards that. It's check the history, check lineages. People that have been diagnosed with violence, they hardly get their hands off being violent. I'm telling you guys, immediately you observe that this guy is being so harsh, is being so difficult, he's beating you.
Yeah.
Immediately a guy slaps you,
You know what?
please start planning your walk away.
No, don't even plan. Don't think it twice.
I'm telling
You know,
you.
you plan it might take 2 years,
Yeah, you
3
get-
days, 3 months. Don't even plan.
And you're still
Just
there because
walk
there's a
away.
saying. If there's a saying, it's not even actually. It's actually a fact. They say if you put a frog in in a cold water, it's going to stay there. When you put him on the fire, he's still going to stay there.
Are you serious?
What happens is, yes, what happens to that frog is the more the water gets hot, it tries to adapt to the condition of the water. The more the water gets hot, the frog tries to adapt to the condition of the water until that frog will die. That is what some of these our ladies are actually doing that are not even helping the matter. This guy is beating you, he will change. Let's pray for him. This guy is doing this to you, he's gonna change. Let's pray for you. Listen, girls, if any of these signs, you start getting these signs, he's talking to you harshly, he's beating you, he's choking you, he's using harsh words on you, he's trying to bully you, he's trying to show his supremacy over you, my sister, please
just walk away.
Walk away
Okay.
immediately.
Let's go on this music break, and you know what? When we come back, we'll talk about when to walk away in an abused relationship.
Okay?
When you have been abused, relationship wise, social wise, marriage wise,
Physical wise. And don't forget, it's not only ladies that are being abused. So when we come back, we will tell you guys types of abuses, people that face this. Even men too. We are victims of this domestic violence. So when we come back, believe me, we will get to talk to you guys more and more on this domestic violence.
Stay tuned. It still talks that matters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
R2B.
So nice, super. So nice, super. Your body so nice, super. So nice, super. Yeah, so nice, super. So nice, super. Your body so nice, super. Yeah. I feel do anything for your love. I'ma get do marathon. Love you nice and tall. Girl say now you I want to. Come to me, come make me road. Don't you leave me on the road. Baby girl, now you I want to. When you know they, now you I need. My baby, evidence, yeah. You know they try to be relevant, no. Oh. Now they give your body to another man, no. Oh my baby, be evident, yeah. You know they try to be relevant, no. Oh. Now they give your body to another man, no. So nice, super. So nice. Your body so nice, nice. So nice, nice. Yeah, so nice, super. So nice, super. Your body so nice. You know me, God was in me. Me, I don't get nobody. You be the only one. Oh my baby, mommy, God was in me. Oh yeah. And if you show me body, me, I go show you the holy one. Oh my baby, be evident, yeah. You know they try to be relevant, no. Oh, no, they give your body to another man, no. Oh my baby, be evident, yeah. You know they try to be relevant, no. Oh, no, they give your body to another man, no. So nice, super. So nice. Your body so nice, nice. So nice, yeah, so nice, super. So nice, super. Your body so nice,
This life no be give and take. You were meant to be, it no be mistake. We the wake, we the big, then the hate, we the date. You too sweet, it no be mix.
Welcome back, people. Just in case you're just tuning in, hey, we're still on Talks That Matters, and we're discussing domestic violence, when to walk away. Before we went on break, we said we're going to be discussing when to walk away when you've been faced in a domestic violence or in an abusive relationship.
I actually told you guys that it's not only domestic violence doesn't concern only the man and the woman. I will tell you guys that people are actually that face domestic violence are all those people. Sorry, I'm bringing up a tribal stuff here. All these guys that serve Igbo men. Sorry to see. These people that serve people to be settled under apprentice. These guys also face domestic violence in a harsh way that they deal with them and they will not say anything, all in the name of their learning a trade. They want them to be a better person. I will urge the government to please look out for these guys too, because these guys, these girls, they are facing serious dangers, they're facing serious problems, and they don't know who to contact. Please, the Lagos State Domestic Violence Team and human rights activists, please, you guys should come out for these people, reach out to them, make these numbers available for people to reach out to you guys, because it is really, really affecting young guys. And please, young guys in this apprenticeship stop serving the Igbo boys, they call it boy, and then Agba boy, let me call it like that. Please, once you guys can't condone this thing again, please, I will advise you guys should walk away.
You know, this
please.
is the thing. When you notice a slight change in the person you're dealing with, probably your partner or your boss or anybody, this is a slight change. You see that, okay, any little thing you do,
he's bullying you.
They're bullying you, they're yelling at you,
he's hitting you,
slapping you, or doing all those things. You know what? You don't have to die wherever you are. There's always a chance for you to make a move. You understand? If you are in an abusive relationship, make a move away. Don't say because you don't want to, you don't know where to start from. If you stay in that relationship, you know what? It's either you lose your life or you disfigure yourself physically. So when to walk away? When do you walk away? When you notice any slight change in the partner. And who do you call out for help? Talk to the closest person to you that knows about domestic violence. Speak out to close friends and close relationship. Let them advise you. Go to the police. Talk to them about it. There are human rights activists that you can actually call. They will always help you, support you, and stand for you. Domestic violence is not something that is welcome in the society or in anywhere.
And so it should not even be welcomed by anybody.
Just speak up and be bold enough. Don't be scared of moving on. That's it on Talks That Matters today. Next week is going to be a fantastic one because we're going to bring into you another interesting topic. It's still Big Bunny TV, and I'm your girl, Ecstasy. You can like us on all our Facebook, all our social medias on Big Bunny TV.
Oh yeah? And me, you already know, my name is PJ Splendor. And that's how we leave you guys in the hands of people around. We love you guys. Don't forget to come back with us next week on the same channel. All of us, we love you.
And remember, always speak up.
Yeah, boss. Check it. Baby, me launch it. Baby, me launch it. It's a red eye thing, you know. Yeah. Oh. It's Victor Eddie, na na na, yeah. Talon she beat you.
It's cool on the beat.
Take it all, baby. Husband material, many years you want. I don't say I love you, but you love me more. So when the money come, girl, I'ma give it all to you. When I had nothing, girl, you grieve for me, baby. So now you and you alone go have my baby. When I had nothing, girl, you grieve for me, baby. Papa want to be me, shady. One gun, my body, daily. They have no idea. Let them keep on wondering how we made it through. Upon what we've been, they have no idea. How I made you cry and still you love me more. You still don't let me fall. Jam war, baby. Where I go jam war, baby. As long as you love me, we no break up. And there's no more war, baby. There's no more war, baby. On our wedding, when it's time to say I do, now you go stand by me, girl. I want nobody. If it's not you, if it's not you, I said when it's time to say I do, now you go stand by me, girl. I want nobody. If it's not you, if it's not true. I have no idea. Let them keep on wondering how we made it through. Upon what we've been through. I have no idea. How I made you cry and still you love me more. You still don't let me fall. Am I gonna give you up, no? Am I gonna let you fall, no? Am I gonna make you sad, no? I know you know what's that too weak to express the way that I feel.
Boy, bring it back again.
They have no idea. I'm not letting you go. Keep on wondering how we made it. And I'll go what we did. They have no idea. Die for I made you cry and still you love me more. You still don't let me fall. And I'm not letting you go. Not giving you up. See, I just press on you, give up for you, left that for you. Baby, sure you know. Ever me pay Mr. Nessie, Nigeria boy. Engineer Michael, no yeah, Baba. I think you West at the West. Oh, I say about that, there's nobody better. Cut together, make everybody gather. See you, living trust. You know the story now, live out like that. Blast. But bros, they never give me rice, so. You never shot before. Come on, go ask. Party don't close.